So, this is Christmas morning. This Christmas, I think it's late on a Sunday. So, my family's very religious. Amen. So, we were on our way to the church. We didn't even get to open our presents yet. And as we're driving to our church, we see a girl on the side of the road. She looks like she had an altercation with someone. She looks like she got into a fight that she obviously did not win. Baby girl. So, we stopped the car. I don't know why we got involved, but my mom's like, "Sweetie, are you okay? You want to ride somewhere? Or what's wrong?" And she's like, "Oh, I just got into a fight. Can you please give me a ride to my boyfriend's house?" We get her in the car. She's not telling us anything specific, like what street to go or anything like that. She's just telling us to turn here, turn there. Like we're a GPS, like we're Zuri, like we know. No, we're lost. Still trying to get to church. And the food is cold at the house. And I have opened my gifts. You know, I'm young. I'm trying to play my Barbies. I'm trying to be like, I don't know you. Let's go. So we eventually get to her house, boyfriend house, and then a guy comes out and he's like, giving the okay signal like he's her dad, not saying a word, like he knows his girlfriend can't fight. I don't know why he let her go alone somewhere on holiday in the first place. So then, yada yada, we drop her off, then we get back home. Car smelled like blood and failure, cause you know, yeah, she got mollywopped, she got windmilled on. And moral of the story, I got home, turkey was cold. You can't even heat that back up. You gotta put the whole turkey back in the pan and put it all in the oven. You cannot heat it up in the microwave. Like, no, it's just rubbery turkey. The skin start falling off. That's nasty. So, more of the story, I got home. Food was cold. And then the ham was colorful because my grandma, she put pigs in for the pineapples because, you know, this is black tradition. And the pigs she used were colorful, like they were dyed. So when she put it in the oven, like the colors seeped into the ham. So, you know, I was eating green eggs and ham, colorful. But yeah, I was eating colorful ham, but I get to play my Barbies, and that was my holiday disaster.
Well, number one, my family is a disaster. So, last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, okay, so what happened was, I think like the family had like a disagreement, and the family started fighting, and like they were arguing with each other, you know, the grown-ups, and the kids were like, "Oh, what's going on?" Like they want to start a food fight, right? And you know what happened? We started throwing food, and then there goes all the food. Yeah, that's it.
So this was around Christmas time, and we had put up our tree, like it was set up, and we had a dog, and like in my family we have a lot of little kids. You know, I was playing with all the kids and obviously the dog. And I don't know what I was doing, but I got up like really quick and I tripped. Like the dog was in front of me. I didn't hurt him or anything, but like he was there and I went plop onto the tree. So then like the tree like fell and there was like four of these really nice glass ornaments that my mom had got because she like really likes them. I don't know why. And I broke all three of them, and she was really mad. And it was, since I said it was Christmas time, my whole family was over for Christmas, and like she was just yelling at me in front of everyone, and it was just not okay.
So it was this past Monday, we had Secret Santa, and we had an extra price in the hat that wasn't there. So we pulled names, and my dad goes, "Oh, there's an extra name. I go, "It better not be mine." And guess whose name it was? It was mine.
So you didn't get one? You didn't get it?
My aunt took it from me so she could. I was so embarrassing. And I was like, "Oh no, there's no way that I needed."
So you don't get a present?
I planned the Secret Santa, and they like, no one picked my name. It was so embarrassing.
So Thanksgiving for us has always been a big baking day. From like the time you wake up until just before we eat, there's always something in the oven. My best friend also always comes over, and he works retail, and he had to get up really early a couple years back, so we were gonna have dinner early, so we were baking even more. My parents just got a new stove, didn't know the quirks of the stove, and about halfway through the day, it shut itself off. Because apparently there's a safety feature, if it's on for so long, it just shuts off. We didn't know this. Turkey's in the oven, and we think it's supposed to be done, and we check on it, and it's just a raw bird in a cold oven. It was awful. We ended up having to just have a dinner of sides that we could kind of finish, and then I like brought him the cooked turkey later.
My boyfriend just met my dad.
And what was about to happen?
What I was thinking was gonna happen was that my dad was gonna, but like when he actually finally came, my dad wasn't there, and I thought like, oh, my dad's not gonna show up, right? So he met my whole family first, and they were all kind of like giving me like, because they all knew my dad was gonna be like, oh, who is this, you know? And then the doorbell rang, right? And then finally he walked in, and my dad just walked past me and Tristan and just like kind of like walked past him. And then he went to my uncle and started talking to my uncle, and then I was like, Dad, this is my boyfriend. And then they finally talked or whatever. And like he was like judging him, and Tristan was just like kind of scared, you know?
What? Yes. Okay. So this Thanksgiving, my mom told me to take the turkey out, and I accidentally dropped it, and there was juice in there. And I just spilled, and my little brother ran to the kitchen. He slipped and busted his head open, and we're at the hospital. That's it.
I only got one present. I wanted to cry.
On Halloween, let me tell you, I did not go trick-or-treating until 10 o'clock, and all the houses were done. Got like 6 pieces of candy until Brayden threw her bag, and we all got her candy.
Okay, so story time, right? It was Easter, like 2015, you know, when the Harlem Shake, like through the Harlem, you know, that thing? And we got like a really big water slide, like the huge ones that you like, and it's like inflatable. So right, I'm just chilling, sitting at the top, and my Theo's right here, my brother's right here. And then my brother pushed me down, and then he pushed my Theo down, so I landed, and my Theo was like, and then he landed on top of me, and it broke, and it was like, and it was sticking out. And then we went to the emergency room, but on the way to the emergency room, my mom stopped for gas, so I was at the gas station like crying and screaming. I was like, get back in the car, we got to go. And we got to the emergency room. I was there for like a couple hours, like all night. And yeah, that's a story about how I broke my collarbone.
My grandma left early. Hi, babe.
Like, okay, this is it. And I'm just
Start over.
Yeah. And my mom is black. Oh, sorry. I can't even say all that.
No, I look bad, I can't.
Period, poo. Okay, don't put that in. Okay, so. Don't put that
I know you do, girl. You are one.
Oh, we don't have yours? I can't, no, or whatever.
In my head, I know what I want to say.
She stops the car. Keep recording me. Thank you. Chris, I done messed up. Let me. Wait, I got. Do it again. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Last time.
I broke them. And